What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Black Market. Just wanted to do a quick review of a trade I had last Friday. I haven't had a chance to get back on the charts and do any recording, so I wanted to get back tonight and do this recording on this trade. Um, so typically, as you guys know, I really like to trade squeezes on any time frame. I like to use this trade when I don't see a squeeze. So I like trading strong stocks off of the 200 simple moving average if I don't see squeezes. I'll revert to this as one of my other trades because depending on how volatile the market is, right, you may go for a couple weeks, a week or so without really finding a good A plus squeeze setup. So this is an example of a swing trade I had on cost last Friday that I ended up closing out for a profit on. So what I did is on Friday, and I typically don't trade or swing over weekend, but in this case, it was near the 200, so there is times, depending on how the market's set up, that I will actually place this trade. Keeping in mind over the weekend, anything can happen. So when you are doing a trade like this, especially over the weekend, you want to size accordingly to your account. So as you can see on the ES, if we look at the ES here, um, let me get on the chart. So if you look at the ES here on the 26th, this is kind of how the trade set up, right? The ES was strong, so it was above the 21. As you can see on the SPY, that purple line, we were above 21 there. Once again, the Qs was still weak, so it was below that 21, but it was showing some strength. And then last but not least, the VIX had hit a new low, and it was well below the 21 EMA. So overall, although the Qs was a bit weak, the SPY and the ES were strong, and they were both near all-time highs. So to me, that signified the market did have a bit of strength. So from there, what I did is I looked at, since I didn't see any squeezes on the 1 hour, the 4 hour, the daily, or the 3 day, what I did is I wanted to look at, okay, what stocks are strong on the daily chart or near that 200 MA. So you can see here I've got the 21 EMA plotted. I've got the 200-day simple moving average plotted as well. And you can see if a stock is strong, so if it's one of those top stocks in those top sectors, you can see once that stock gets near the 200, typically a strong stock, and in Costco's case, you can see it's got good strength off of the 200. So you can see here back. So you can see here back in April, it was near the 200. It had a great move off that 200, right? Keep in mind, it was above the 21. That's what kind of signified a good move. Here in May, it had a decent move once it kind of found its feet off that 200. And then even here, keeping in mind, in June, it had a strong move off the 200. And in June and June and April, you can see if that stock is coming off the 200 and it's above the 21, typically it's going to have a strong move. So going all the way up here in March of this year, it's above the 21 EMA. And if I zoom in here, it was on the 26th, it was right at that 200. So when I looked at history, I'm like, okay, the stock should have a pretty strong move off this 200. So this is kind of what set everything up. So then once I set up the trade here, if I go into my other charts, so this is the daily on cost with the Bollinger Bands in here. You can see kind of the upper Bollinger Band was kind of pointing up, and the 5 MA was pointing up, the 10 MA was pointing up, and then the mid Bollinger Band was kind of curving up as well. So to me, that signified strength. And you had volume, right? Those buying pressure was increasing as that stock was in this on the daily. And then I went ahead and traded this stock off of the 4 hour. So if you see here, you've got your volume bars at the bottom. I ended up getting in the trade about right here. So I was playing the 5 MA on the 4 hour chart. So once Monday came, if that stock was below that 5 MA, then I would get out. So that was my entry and exit point. And as you can see, I got in the trade about right here on the 4 hour. It continued to go up. I think I was up about 23 or 24% when the market closed on Friday. And then you can see here on Monday, the 29th, it had a strong move off of that 5 MA, and I got out of the stock at around about 355, and that was for approximately a 51% gain over the weekend. So that's my review on cost on the 4 hour chart for a swing trade from Friday to Monday. So you know what to do. If you got any questions, holla at your boy. If you like the video, like, subscribe. If you got any questions, let me know. Hopefully this trading week is going good for you, and I'll talk with you later.